Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Tyler Blah, I'm a junior doctor here in Sydney, Australia. Today is actually a very different video to the usual one, and it's in response to a recent Instagram story that I made, as I just ordered a big haul of FIGS scrubs, and after that story was posted, I got a lot of messages into my inbox asking about these scrubs. So I figured, if I was getting this many messages, it's probably worth a video, and then I can hopefully talk to you about a few of the things, well, the things I really love about them, and maybe some of the things I don't when it comes to FIGS scrubs. Also, while I've already clicked on the video, feel free to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and of course chuck a comment down below if you're thinking about buying scrubs, or if you do own scrubs. And if you do own a set of scrubs, which brand do you have? What do you love? What do you not like about them? It'd be kind of interesting just to hear everyone's opinion. Now, a big disclaimer, I am not sponsored by FIGS. This video is not endorsed by FIGS at all. All scrubs that I've purchased through FIGS have been with my own money, up till this date included. However, FIGS, if you are watching, I'd love to have a chat. Now, the main items I'll be giving my opinion on, because, well, I bought them, is the specific items that are available on FIGS, and that is the medium men's Chiswick top, which I'm actually wearing right now, and my absolute favourite, the medium jogger pants. All of these in tall fit, obviously, but yeah, those jogger pants, they hit a good spot. Now, interestingly, I work here in Sydney, Australia, and because of that, there is a specific colour the doctors must wear when it comes to scrubs, and that is Hunter Green. And Hunter Green just so happens to be the colour the FIGS does not regularly stock. If I recall right, in 2021 it was on sale for about 4 or 5 days total for the whole year, and then this year so far there was a 3-day sale where Hunter Green was made available, which is when I bought my most recent set. Otherwise it has not been available for the rest of the year. So grabbing a pair of the correct colours that I need for my work here in Sydney is an absolute mission impossible, and yet, like Tom Cruise, I understood the mission. Now, as far as sizing and my personal build goes, I'm a 6'2.5" guy that is quite a skinny build, but from my, well, 21 years of professional dancing now, I also have a bit of a big bum, and because of that, I need a slightly larger waist just to accommodate my bottom half of body. It actually makes buying suits off the rack in shops very difficult. I tend to have to buy a whole suit and then get a separate set of trousers on top of that as well, just so I can kind of get a good fit around my bum. This is mainly so I can accommodate my ability to squat down, or at least just bend a little bit, because it's all too often now that I actually end up ripping my trousers, if that is the case. Now, let's talk about each of the items that I've bought so far. So the Chiswick top is superb. This is a medium and it fits really well and comfortably. And one of my favourite features about this scrub top, which is why I will always go to buy it when I do, is that it has concealed pockets, which is just so cool. Like, you can't really see it from the side, but once you kind of slide your hands through, obviously you're then in a pocket. I usually use this to store my hospital ID, protractors so I can look like I know what I'm doing with an ECG, and sometimes my stethoscope as well, because when I'm doing a procedure, I don't want it around my neck most of the time, because it will obviously dangle onto the patient and even hit them. As well as, it's just comfy to have your hands in a set of pockets, and these are at a better height than I would say the ones in my trousers. Next up, the jogger pants. These are my absolute go-to when it comes to buying scrubs now. I've never actually owned tracksuit bottoms like this, where you have that elastic band at the ankle. So this was my first time wearing tracksuit bottoms like this in a set of scrubs, and it's awesome. I also find that this fit works best for me because that ankle elastic gives a bit of extra fabric up the top, and that really fits me really comfortably, particularly when it comes to my ability to need to squat, bend over, and just have a bit more space, as well as just a bit more breathability. And they don't look like scrubs, but they also kind of do. People always make comments about that. And so if you're going to order just one thing, I could strongly recommend those jogger pants. They are great and always draw positive comments every time. And I personally am a big fan of wearing quirky socks, like all of the time. I think this comes from, well, dancing professionally for so many years, where it's always black sock, black sock, black socks. And now I've kind of stepped away from the competitive side of it, I can really go all out with my socks, and so I'm always wearing the craziest, most out there socks that I can, and the jogger pants allow me to show that off just a bit more. And so that's my opinion on the FIGS range and sizes that, well, I've owned so far. Now, into why I actually choose FIGS in particular, I find I just really like the aesthetic of them. When you have people in all these different scrubs of the same colour gathered around, you can tend to just pick up the FIGS set, well, quite easily. And for the right reasons too. As well as them just being a really comfy, stretchy fabric, which is just really kind of nice. Some scrubs you find have a bit more of a hard, a hard textile material to them, whereas this is a really soft, stretchy material. But the next 2 points are the most important to me when it comes to choosing a set of scrubs. Firstly, they're anti-wrinkle. Now, I question whether that's a completely true statement, because every time I wash them, they are wrinkled to shit. But with the quick use of my steamer, because my apartment is too small to have a ironing board, it's not that hard to get all the creases out after I've washed a set, so it's really quick to kind of get those minor wrinkles out. So in that way they're kind of anti-wrinkle because they're very quick to get to a really nice flat press. And the next is a must-have compulsory thing, and that is they do not grab onto cat hair. I know before my chinos, my button-up shirts, even t-shirts and shorts that I wear on a casual basis, they pick up cat hair so easily and quickly. And don't get me wrong, I'm very proud to have proof that I have 4-legged legends that I live with. The only issue is, you know, you don't want to go to work, particularly in hospital, covered in that hair. And the fig material itself seems pretty resistant in actually picking it all up. This isn't to say it completely repels all of it, because, well, since owning them, I've also noticed that the cat would prefer to sleep directly on top of it. But unlike most items, that's not a complete write-off for it, because there's only a bit of hair left after it, well, the cat does sleep on them, so you can quickly kind of brush it off. So it's really kind of good at not having all of the cat hair stick onto your scrubs, which is so good. And that's, well, my honest opinion when it comes to FIGS. I think they're quite unique in their fit and their design, and they're really, really comfy, and a little bit trendy at times too. So I have had really positive experience in owning them. The only issue is, particularly here in Australia, particularly Sydney, it's so hard to get hold of this colour. It's kind of annoying in that way because you're just waiting for a bit of stock to come out, and then obviously it's harder to get your sizes right. They have a sizing chart available on the website, but it's hard to get your sizes right when you only kind of have one shot to get it when they do release that. So FIGS, if you are watching, please increase the availability of Hunter Green. It would be so helpful. And once again, if there's only one set of FIGS you're going to get those jogger pants. They are so good. Even if you don't work in the hospital, just get a set of the FIGS jogger pants that are super comfy. You can go crazy in colours. I'd probably get a set of pink scrubs if I could. That would be very fun. Pink and green would be a hilarious look, but I probably would rock it if I was that confident. And that kind of concludes the video. Throw down once again down in the video if you've considered FIGS scrubs before, or if you own a set of scrubs and you really like them or you don't, chuck it all down below. It'd be kind of interesting to see what everyone's opinions are when it comes to medical scrub. I hope you found it really useful once again. This isn't sponsored or endorsed by FIGS. I've owned a few of them now, and I thought I wanted to share my opinion, particularly after Instagram kind of blew up like it did. And FIGS, if you're watching this video, please reach out. Let's negotiate something. Even just if we can negotiate having Hunter Green more available, that would make all of our lives so much easier. But FIGS, reach out to me on Instagram, of course. Otherwise, you've all been legends for staying till this part of the video. Once again, it's a unique video, but why not? And I really look forward to seeing you all in the next video. As always, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you for the next video. Thanks guys, bye!